trip of a lifetime. Thanks for joining us. I'm Adam Arrow. In the next half hour, we'll be taking you on 2 unforgettable honor flight journeys to Washington, D.C. We'll also be sharing the rich history of the program, which started in the Dayton area 20 years ago. We want to start by showing you this past September's Honor Flight Dayton trip. 166 veterans took the journey aboard 2 C-17s to D.C. We went along for the ride. Take a look.
In life, there are so many kinds of days, and sometimes a day comes along that forever stays with you. And on an early Sunday morning, inside a hangar at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, a day is about to begin for these men and women.
Right in front of everybody. There we go, right there. All right, we're ready.
Okay, this side needs to scooch.
Earned through great courage and immense sacrifice.
Have a seat anywhere. You're with us the rest of the time. They're going to bring breakfast and coffee and snacks to you. We get to serve you today.
166 military vets are about to take to the skies for Honor Flight Dayton.
I'm Air Force. Spent 24 glorious years in the Air Force. I loved it. I'd still be in if they had a geriatric wing.
A trip for them to Washington, D.C. at no cost. A chance to see the memorials dedicated in their honor.
Pretty amazing mission.
For some, a chance to find healing decades after their service ended, especially for those who served in Vietnam.
I got my welcome home in 1973, which was happy and joyous. But this is really about the men who came home who didn't get that happy welcome home.
This is Honor Flight Dayton's 20th year. Commercial airlines usually take the vets on their journey, but for the first time.
They're big on the inside. They're very big. They do. It depends. I don't know. I think they're going to bring seats in.
Twin C-17 aircraft will taxi them to Andrews Air Force Base in Washington, D.C.
To me, it was the right way to go. It was a good way to go. I appreciate the Air Force putting the time and money into making things happen for us.
So well before a peak of sun over the horizon.
All right, let me get with you. Let's go. Launch the step here. Launch the step.
Veterans, guardians, and staff take their places. At Andrews Air Force Base in Washington, D.C.
Right here, Coach 5.
The first of many thank yous and one of many moments full of smiles. The first stop, the Air Force Memorial. Time to soak in its grandeur and its importance. It's also a time to bring all 166 veterans, 95% of whom served in Vietnam, into one unforgettable photo. And taking a moment to give a collective salute to a few fallen heroes who couldn't make the trip. At the U.S. Marine Corps War Memorial, we meet a father and daughter with a loving story to tell.
I wanted it to be a surprise, and I didn't think he would sign up on his own. And so it was kind of like my gift or recognition to him.
I was working at her house, helping her remodel. She put some paperwork down in front of me with everything covered except the signature, and said, "Do you trust me to sign this?"
Dennis Eichinger was a 19-year-old sergeant when he was sent to Vietnam. Like so many veterans, he still struggles to talk about his service. His daughter Anya made it a point he get the recognition for that service he so richly deserves.
And it's where he came from, what made him who he is today. So, yes, I'm proud of that.
Facing the past can take great strength, but it can also provide great healing.
Right there, James A. Long. Right there, where you?
Yeah, one more finger down. One more
you got
down.
your finger
Right there you go.
Many Vietnam veterans were barely out of high school when they enlisted or were drafted. The majority of those killed weren't even 21 years old yet.
That was kind of a sad situation. Every time you go there and there sits another pair of boots with nobody to put in them. That wasn't good.
A chalk rubbing of their buddy's name can carry more weight than some of these veterans were prepared for.
You came to him. I'm sure that means a lot to him. You came and remembered him.
God bless you, buddy.
Yeah. God bless you for doing this for us.
Thank you.
At the World War II Memorial, the vets are starting to take hold of what today has meant.
Everything. There's nothing, I cannot pick anything out correctly. Just everything. It's everything. Everything's been great. Made it up for all the bull we got when we got back. Made it up for all of that. So it's well worthwhile.
Thank you for your service.
Now it's time for a final stop. And with that, these veterans are now preparing to go home.
Raise your hand if you'd like to get a letter from home. All right, well, we've got your mail call coming, guys, just like when you were in the service.
Honor Flight Dayton goes out of its way to make sure these veterans know how grateful our community is for them.
Blanche Casey, Charlie Campbell, William Holtz, Johnny Hopkins.
Thank you for your service. You're the best. Thank you.
Every veteran gets a package of letters from family, school children, and complete strangers.
That's very touching, you know. I've never been thanked before for what we did.
And the thank yous are only just beginning as these veterans land at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and prepare for the homecoming they've been waiting decades for. A trip of a lifetime.
Welcome home.
This is part of that long-term healing process for some of them. Finally, I'm home.
A day that'll be etched in these veterans' memories forever.
Honor Flight was founded in the Dayton area back in 2005, and coming up after the break, we talk to the founder of the program about what started it all and what the future holds. 20 years ago, a retired Air Force captain who worked at the Springfield VA clinic realized a problem. Many of the World War II vets he worked with thought they'd never get to see the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. So Earl Morse took it upon himself to help change that, and in doing so, sparked a program that's changed countless lives, a program called Honor Flight.
Welcome home.
A welcome home, a sea of thank yous, unforgettable moments, all of it the product of conversations held more than 20 years ago inside a VA hospital in Springfield.
I asked all of them, I said, congratulations, you have a memorial. What do you think about that?
That was in 2004. The World War II Memorial had finally been built in Washington, D.C. Earl Morris was a physician's assistant who worked with many World War II veterans, all of them telling him a trip there wasn't likely.
That was kind of aggravating. It did make me angry in some regards. But then when you are a member of the Aero Club at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and there's 300 pilots, it's like, we can do this. We can make this happen.
So in January of 2005, Morse shares his idea with fellow pilots. Several immediately jump at the opportunity.
So I told all the pilots, if we're going to do this, you have to shoulder the entire amount of the aircraft rental fee. The veterans don't pay a penny.
So in May of 2005, 6 small planes flew 12 World War II veterans to Washington, D.C. free of charge to see their memorial. An honor flight was born.
But when we came back, there was about 100 people lined along the fence, and they're all clapping and they're cheering, and it's like, where did that come from?
The momentum had begun, but Morse said, with the program still in its infancy, it was bittersweet.
We only flew 126 veterans that first year. We had over 300 veterans die on our waiting list. So yeah, there was a lot of sleepless nights hoping, praying that this program would catch on across the country.
And that same year, that prayer was answered. Jeff Miller, a small business owner in North Carolina, inspired by Morse's idea, wanted to make it bigger, using commercial airliners to transport more veterans. Morse's idea had lit a spark, and now it was spreading like wildfire across the nation. Hub after hub started up, all eager to help take our veterans on the trip of a lifetime. By 2025, more than 300,000 veterans had taken an honor flight, and more than 100 hubs had been established at airports from New York to California. The original mission has grown to include Korea and Vietnam veterans, and each trip, Morse says, is a gift.
So many veterans hugging each other and crying on each other's shoulders. There isn't a pill that anybody can take that brings that type of healing to our nation's veterans. And for us to have a role in any role in that, that's the greatest reward there is.
Still to come, we take you on one last honor flight journey. This time, we follow the emotional first flight to take off after the pandemic shut the program down. In August of 2022, we went along for a very emotional and special honor flight. It was the first flight in nearly 3 years for Honor Flight Dayton after the pandemic shut it down. 105 local heroes were back in the skies, experiencing something they'll forever cherish. Take a look.
Some have said life is a journey, an experience full of obstacles and triumph. A military veteran may know that better than most. Which makes this morning even more meaningful. 105 Miami Valley military veterans are about to embark on a new journey impossible to prepare for, but one that will leave them forever changed. This is Honor Flight Dayton, a trip to Washington, D.C., and a chance to find solace and closure.
It is what I call a labor of love. And when you see what a difference it's made to these guys, it makes every single second you've spent well worth it.
This will be the program's first time in the air in nearly 3 years, the pandemic grounding it and taking away precious time.
when we started to call for these trips, we had lost a significant amount of our list.
Honor Flight Board member Kelly Cox says more than 50 veterans on the list to fly had passed, an added emotional weight felt by all involved.
We feel honored to be here, and this is very humbling, and we thank all the people that sponsored this.
All the wheelchair guys and gals go on first.
I'm going to move you up closer on the way home.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
I'll see you in a little bit. Behave up here.
A remarkable collection of experience straps in.
Was you in Korea? Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
As the plane prepares to land, 3 World War II, 14 Korean, and 88 Vietnam veterans are about to get their first surprise. Appreciation coming from complete strangers.
When we got to the airport, the whole airport was clapping. And it felt good.
Feelings many of these men never experienced while they served.
Good morning, welcome to DC. Thanks so much for your service. Appreciate you being here.
Any Marines on board here? Hoorah, Semper Fi, guys.
The emotional weight of this journey has only begun. Honor Flight Dayton brings our veterans to see the memorials dedicated to them at no cost, but it also continues to inspire others to give back too.
Good morning, Dayton.
At the Air Force Memorial, a motorcycle gang of sorts greets the veterans. These men and women are part of the Honor Flight Motorcycle Escort Team.
These men and women have, they sacrificed going overseas and fighting for our country and left, plenty of people they know behind. And we just feel it's a great thing to come out and honor them and thank them for their service and spend a little time with them.
They've been riding with the program for more than 15 years.
To us, it's very inspiring. I mean, even when we start getting a little worn down because we're out here every week, as soon as that bus pulls up, we all get our perk back and are glad to see the veterans, glad to shake their hands, glad to spend time with them.
I'm going to take a couple poses. You guys better start smiling.
And lunch is on the house, thanks to a son of immigrants who wanted to give back.
It gives me this satisfaction that, maybe I'm not one of those who gave all, but I am serving those who gave, everything to this country.
And so for more than 15 years, Ace, as he's affectionately known, provides meals and water to honor flights coming to DC from across the country.
I have not found anybody who's willing to do it yet, so until then, I only have to feel good and continue doing it.
Confronting the past is part of healing.
I'll say this, it made me cry again. I talk to him every now and then. I do.
At the Vietnam Memorial, Mike Walsh remembers his welcome home. He was just 20 years old.
We started going up the escalator, and all of a sudden they started throwing stuff at us. And then they started calling us baby killers and every other thing.
He's looking for a close friend's name, killed in combat, the scars of which he's been desperately trying to heal since.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So glad you came.
So am I.
There it is. There it is. That's him. That's him.
Many of these men were barely past high school when they enlisted or were drafted.
When you're young, you're invincible. It's always going to happen to the other guy, not me. And that's the attitude you had to go with.
As we get to the World War II Memorial, the day begins to come into focus.
When we got off the plane and I saw everybody out there clapping their hands and cheering, I got teary-eyed. I mean, when I came home, I got spit on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
To have that support now is just, you can't put it into words.
As the sun sets, the smiles are endless, and the surprises for these men continue to arrive.
Mail call! All right. This is your Honor Flight mail call.
Every veteran gets a packet full of letters.
Dear veterans, thank you for everything
you have done for us.
Family, friends, school children, and complete strangers share their appreciation.
I thank you for using your time to protect our country. Thank you. How about that? Isn't that something? It makes me feel like tears are going to come.
The tears are only just beginning. A final surprise is waiting as these vets come home. Honor Flight Dayton makes it a point to make sure the vets get the proper welcome home that some have been waiting decades for.
I don't even have the words to tell you what it feels like. I mean, with all these people, I never seen nothing like it.
It took that bad taste out of my mouth. This has been 69, 71. It's been a long time carrying that. But now, this took care of everything.
Bringing people together like we are tonight has been something that I'll take to the grave with me.
An honor flight is a journey you can't prepare for. But ask any veteran and they'll tell you it's a journey that leaves them forever grateful.
Still ahead, how you can be a part of this program and share its magic with local vets. We'll be right back. As we leave you tonight, a plea. If you're a veteran or know a veteran, please apply to go on these trips. There are hubs everywhere, as we've shown you. It'll change your life or your loved one's life forever. Just search Honor Flight Ohio and you'll find a hub near you. Thank you for joining us. Good night.